Anyways,
Shots fired.
we haven't done this in a long time. But you just did one actually. You only did one like a month ago.
Really?
Has it been a month since
No.
It's been longer?
It's been like 2 months.
Has it been 2 months?
We went in May, and then we did the pod in June.
Now it's August. Don't yawn. Try hard.
Wow.
Take that out.
No.
I'm not taking out all of your yawns.
It was just one.
We'll see. I'm gonna leave them in, and I'm gonna zoom in on your face every time you yawn.
No, you better not.
Just
No,
look
we'll
at
do a
yourself and go. That's what it's gonna look like.
Do a compilation.
That's how I'm gonna yawn from now on.
Not pizza.
Anyways, we're gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel awkward. We haven't met. We were used to coming together and eating cookies, and E is used to being in charge. She doesn't like it when other people are in charge.
What?
Yeah.
I love it. Look at me. I got my cozy pillow. I changed my shorts. I'm chilling. I'm on my phone.
They didn't. You're so tiny. They don't know. They didn't even know you were wearing shorts. They could.
I wasn't. Actually, I really wasn't.
But this meeting of House of Wolves was called because of opportunity, because we just had time tonight because we had such a short podcast for the other one, and then Amber said she wanted to, because she's seen it. How many times have you seen the Ninja Turtle movie?
Just twice.
Just twice.
Just twice.
Just
so
twice.
Far.
That's a lot more than some people.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping at least like 4 times by now, but
Oof.
You haven't had time.
no.
I'm gonna do something fancy, and I'm gonna get your mic closer.
Okay. No, yeah, I hadn't had time because I was sad about hours at work.
Oh
Being retail is so fun. And then and then it turned out instead of not working 5 days, I worked 5 days. So it like
Oh,
That's too hard.
swept.
That's too hard.
Yeah, no. I didn't have time.
It's been too. I worked retail when I was 16. It's been 17 to like 19. I worked for PacSun. I don't know if you remember PacSun. They're gone.
Yeah.
I worked for Blockbuster.
Oh, they're gone.
They're gone, and I worked for Target for like a month.
They're still
They're still
trucking
kicking.
Maybe because you worked there. The issue is you worked there. That's why they all went downhill.
Yeah.
No, I just showed
Why
up
is
and
Target
then
still alive?
I
Yeah.
bailed. Then I would bail. I don't know. Somebody was trying to say Target's going down, but I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think that's just
They
They're
tried
closed
to.
maybe, but not them as a store.
they keep going viral. So as long as you keep
I was
going
gonna
viral.
say they constantly try to cancel them. It's just not happening.
So, speaking of canceling, let's see if you guys heard about this. So, have you guys heard about Lizzo's dancers?
Yes.
Do you know the full story?
No.
So, there was an Amazon show, and that Lizzo was in and produced or whatever, and it was about her finding dancers that look like her.
Okay.
That was the
Size,
name.
shape, all that?
Size and shape.
Okay.
And possibly color. I don't know if there was a race
Okay.
thing. So I guess like a few girls won that show. They win the opportunity to go on tour and with Lizzo in Europe. And one thing they said that they told her they said that they need to lose weight. This is alleged.
Okay.
Nothing has been. There's no court of law. It's all public opinion right now. So one thing is that she was body shaming them. They're just as big as she is. And then the other thing was they were in like Amsterdam and they went to the red light district, and I guess they popped something out of their vagina, like a banana or something, and she's like, "Oh, eat the banana," and I guess they were uncomfortable, but they felt pressure to do it because their boss told them to.
What?
So that was another one of their complaints, and that she's just like really mean to work with, and these are people who won that contest and now are complaining.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, or they're just too big to dance on tour long term.
I mean, I feel like any size can do it. Like, it's just building that
Do
stamina.
you think if those
Building stamina.
do you think if those K-pop dudes were 100 pounds heavier, they could hit the moves like they do 300 nights a week a year?
And they would. It's the same thing as like going for a mile walk or working out for 20 minutes at the gym. You're not gonna, if you've never done it before, yeah, you're gonna.
Oh, yeah.
Be
And they never
struggling-
did it before.
Struggle busting that shit. If you're on a whole
struggle
tour,
busting.
if you're on a whole tour, eventually your stamina and your body, no matter your size, is gonna get used to.
Well, yeah, even the best of people.
So I'm not saying they're gonna lose hella weight and be able to do it, but they're probably gonna drop a few pounds, whatever, and be able to do it easier. Like, and if that was the case, if that's what Lizzo really wanted to do, then you can make choreography that they could do.
Oh, that's true. They don't have to do the same choreography as like
do splits and
the regular
twerk in the air and whatever.
I didn't watch the show, to be honest. I seen the commercial, but I was like, once it went like she was crying and she's like, "There's nobody who looks like me on stage." I was like, "All right, okay, fine, whatever. I'm not watching this."
Oh wow!
I'll watch anything else. What's happening this week on The Bachelor?
Oh my gosh!
So that's still out. Who knows what really happened? She said she didn't do it.
Of course. What else can she say?
Of course.
She can't say oh, you know what?
She's like, you know what? I did fat shame them. Yeah. But now a whole bunch of people are like coming out and be like, you know what? She is kind of mean.
Yeah.
They always pile on. So we'll see if she'll survive this.
Yeah. I mean, I think for the most part, like, a lot of times at work, we do talk smack to people we work with. And so if she felt really comfortable, I mean, her personality is crazy anyways. So if she felt super comfortable, like, talking smack to somebody, and then the abuse of power comes in, obviously, because she's the boss. Yeah. So you are going to do things maybe a little bit different around and to your boss, or not to your boss because they're your boss, as opposed to a different, like a coworker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see the possibility of it happening. I ain't gonna touch the banana part, but you know, the shaming part in general, the fat shaming, or just shaming in general, like talking, just because it can be like a talking smack sort of thing, and then like maybe they were all talking smack to each other, but because she's the boss, it's different. So it could have happened, but, you know, we're never going to know. Like, she can't say, I did it. I mean, she could, I guess, say, if they have a recording of her, or if they have a video of her doing it, then she's going to have to come out and be like, you know, guys, it's taken out of context. I apologize for the way, you know, it looks or the way it seems. I didn't mean it that way. But if they don't have that, then, of course, she has to say she didn't do it.
Yeah.
What choice does she have?
Deny it. Deny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It wasn't me, Shaggy.
It wasn't me. Okay, let me. There's another thing. I have a bunch of like pop culture stuff shoved in my head that just has to ramble out. Did you see that Tory Lanez got 10 years? Do you know who Tory Lanez is? He's a rapper and he shot Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh shit.
Like a year ago, he shot her in the foot. Well, what happened? I guess allegedly, I don't know. I wasn't there. I could only go.
You weren't?
I wasn't there.
You weren't invited in the
I wasn't invited, no.
Whatever.
But they were in an argument, and she got out of a car or something like that, and he told her, "Dance, bitch," and he shot at the ground and shot her in the foot.
Wow,
I shouldn't laugh because it's not funny. But jeez.
Yeah, he got 10 years.
because it's uncomfortable. Like, why are you gonna shoot someone in their toe?
Sounds like something you'd see like on a movie.
Oh my gosh.
Or like a cartoon.
Bad movie or a cartoon.
So what's going on with that?
So they've been in court, but
it's been a while since it happened.
It's been maybe 2 years, a year or two, but he just got sentenced last week, so he's gonna. Right now, he's sentenced for 10 years in jail. He tried to go. Jeez. He tried to go onto the stand and like talk to the judge and be like, "I have a daughter. She needs her dad. I'm there for her. I'm the only one there for her." And he didn't care. He still gave him 10 years.
10 years is a long time.
Not gonna have her toe for the rest of her life, sir.
She's dancing fine, I guess. I don't know.
She's dancing now. That's for sure.
Good, I guess.
Yeah, she wasn't there, though. She wasn't at the court hearings. She said she couldn't mentally handle it. That's her official statement.
having to look at him? No thanks.
I mean, I wouldn't want to either.
Especially if she don't have to. She has representation to do that. She don't have to be there.
Maybe we'll get some cool Tory Lanez rap at prison.
Oh my god!
Prison, like off the about toes.
About toes. And I really liked him too.
Yeah, he did that little freestyle that like blew up last year.
Jeez.
You gotta get that off of the thing. The vibrations are intense. Okay.
Oh.
Whatever you want to do is all up to you. I'm not here to judge.
We're not here for judgment.
Jesus Christ.
Or vibration shaming.
Yeah, I would never.
Okay.
So last week, was it last week? At the end of the podcast, we were like, "We're out of here. We're going to the movies." That wasn't a line. We went to the movies.
We really did.
We went to the latest showing because all of us have too much going on. We had to go to the late night showing of the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
And I think we all stayed awake the whole time.
Yeah.
Did you?
Did I fall asleep?
Only you would know. I was watching the movie.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was watching the movie
I think
too.
I stayed awake for most of it.
Mm-hmm. I believe about like 90% of what you just said.
I'm pretty sure I did.
E is not good with cartoon movies.
It's not just animated movies. It's confusing movies.
It wasn't confusing.
But that's why I'm saying I think I pretty much stayed awake. I think so. I think I did. I think I did a good job.
If you did, yay.
Thank you.
Clap it up for not falling asleep during a movie.
That wasn't boring.
Yeah, that movie was nothing but boring.
It was so
What?
good.
Nothing but boring.
Or confusing.
Nothing but boring.
It was everything but boring.
Because
There
you
you
almost
go.
fell asleep.
It was late. I was close.
When we were like 5 minutes in, because there's like the turtles take a minute to come in.
Yeah.
Just spoilers. Just spoilers.
Yeah.
We'll just say whatever we want.
Don't watch this.
Yeah, don't watch it. Go watch it. Come back. So like the first like 10 minutes, there's
Are
no
we giving
turtles.
them a minute to go watch it, or
Not in real time. They can pause it for a minute. And
Pause, go watch it, and then come back.
yeah, there's no turtles for a while. And so she was just like, she's like, what's
I was
happening?
good with all that.
You were? I thought
Yeah.
that's what you were already looking like. What's going on?
My confusion came in when my problem is not the good guys part or the bad guys part. My part is when those worlds collide and they haven't talked about the bad guys or haven't talked about the good guys together, and then all of a sudden there's a big explosion. I'm not saying it's in this movie, okay?
Yeah.
All of a sudden there's a big explosion and it's like bad guy, good guy. And I'm just like, hold on, what is happening? And I'm like, I think I'm already confused. And I'm a very intelligent person. But I was like, I think I'm already confused. Like, what is happening?
Acknowledge. I guess that's kind of, you have to kind of know a little bit
And I've never
the
watched any
characters
other one.
to kind of get that. The only one that probably wasn't going to make sense regardless is the main villain, Superfly, because he's not an original
Right.
villain of...
Right.
Or the other little characters. The only ones that are original villains are Rocksteady and Bebop.
Okay, to be honest, I was like, those are the only ones I know. All these other
Yeah.
people,
Yeah,
I was
all
like,
the
I have
others are
no. Oh, they're all new. They're brand new. Okay, I was like, man, am I supposed to like know? I don't know any of them.
And I think when it switched over and then like the news came up on the screen and then they started explaining things and then they brought it back around and then
So towards the end.
No,
there
it
was
was
like
right
it,
then,
like every
right
like
in the
15
beginning.
minutes they would do
It was
little
like right in the
segments.
beginning because somebody said, "Hey, what's this big truck doing here?" I don't know, something like that.
Okay, yeah.
And then they like talked about what it was, and I was like, "Oh!" And then it all started coming around, and I was like, "Oh, I get it now." Okay. And then it was all right. But
Yeah, they did. I like the way they did this movie. They did it like new. I've watched every single Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and I think my favorite one is actually like the 2006 or 7 TMNT. It's just letters. That's just I can't get past
I know.
letters. But that one that came out in like 2007.
we should write
which
it on our whiteboard.
It was the CGI one, but it was like canon with the first 3 movies. That one was like my favorite, but it came out when I was like younger. But this one, they're like really like 14-year-olds.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah, they really.
And I was telling a coworker about it. I said, it's really cute because they really focus on teenage boys. And I have a teenage boy and I've brother, and I've seen him around his friends, and they act just like that.
Mm-hmm.
They act just like that, and it's so
Yeah.
funny because they use all the the newest terminology and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So if you have a teenager in this day, all the vibes and lit and
Yeah, all
all
that.
that terminology is in there. But like a teenager, it was. I was laughing because I have a brother
You
and
got it. Mhm.
I can relate to seeing that, and so I was like, it's actually cute.
And the aspect of like these like turtles who have never like interacted with humanity, but only through their phones, because they all have phones. Like
Yeah.
they live in the
They
sewer.
live in the sewer with phones.
Yeah, they all have phones, so they only can watch things. And even them just watching human things, they interacted with themselves because they
Wi-Fi
wanted.
must be good in New York if they
All
got,
right,
they got that Wi-Fi all
in
the
the
way down there.
sewer.
Down below.
But yeah, their interactions is cute.
And they all just talk over each other. It's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
They like I don't.
Yeah.
It's like real teenage boys.
Yeah, it was perfect. Like the way they did that.
It's so cute hearing Jackie Chan as
I
Master
know.
Splinter,
Whether
though.
he's like, I'm not a rat. Hey, don't use that word like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Funny.
Yeah, Jackie Chan was actually perfect. It was funny too because like in the comics and some of the renditions of the Ninja Turtles, like the reason why they even do ninja stuff is like silly. It's always kind of silly. Like in one rendition, the rat he's just like the pet of somebody who does karate. And then in other editions, like in this one, they got it from a videotape. like it's just, and then some of them it's like a super serious, like the ninja stuff is so like deep rooted seriousness. And that not Splinter, yeah, Splinter, he just is like this all wise knowing just prophet guy who's just like amazing. And in this one, he was like Jackie Chan as like the drunken master. Like it's almost like he was accidentally winning.
Yeah, they were trying to make him like a cool dad, like a modern dad.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts was when he was trying to like relate to them at the surprise party or whatever, and he brought in all the Chris's or whatever.
Yeah.
I was dying. I was like, that's so
It's like,
funny.
I brought the humans here. You don't have to go up there. You could just come down here. So the way this movie starts, of course, it has to start with the ooze being leaked into the sewer, or none of this works. And the scientist, the guy who makes the ooze, they killed him. I was surprised he's dead. He's dead, right? They killed him.
They killed him.
Like, typically the heat comes back and he does a lot of things, but they just murked that character.
Yeah.
And then Ice Cube is a fly, a baby fly.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
His character was funny.
I feel they had to rewrite that part. I feel like when they got Ice Cube, because who else is going to deliver any of those lines?
Yeah.
And then, like, the whole beginning part, I enjoyed the boys stuff. And then I was like worried when we got to like April O'Neil, because they do a whole different thing with her. She's a high school kid, and the boys want to go to high school, so they're like, and then Leonardo's in love with her, which, you know, has its own problems.
That was cute. They're like switching it because usually it's like Michelangelo.
Yeah, he's usually the boy crazy one.
Boy crazy.
Or girl crazy. He's the boy that's girl
He's
crazy.
usually the one that's like always trying to flirt with April.
Oh.
Mikey. Usually. And so I was like, I think it's cute that they like switched up who was, because usually Leo is just the leader and he takes all their shit.
Yeah.
Basically,
But-
and they gave him a little bit of something other.
Yeah, he actually had to. I guess his character thing is always like, you're the leader and you have to be responsible. But they like at least played with it a little bit.
Yeah, Donnie, he has the smarts and the technology, and they can play with that. Mikey, he's like the funny, like goofy, playful one, and then we have Raph, the angry one, who always leaves somehow because he's angry. And Leo is literally just like, take care of your brothers.
The Raph one, it's funny. It's like they play like that. He has his rage, and it's just like, it's not funny. Like,
No.
he's gonna have some serious rage problems.
Like, you need therapy, bro.
I was like, man, he gonna need some anger management
Yeah,
classes.
He has issues. He's gonna continue to have issues. Yeah, I don't know.
It was super cute. And then all the little side characters, like Post Malone and Paul Rudd.
Yes,
all
those
the
are my
other ones.
favorites. They're really cute.
The way they structured this film, like, it could have been real easy to be like, these are the good guys, these are the bad guys, we gotta stop the bad guys, that's it. But they actually played like a little bit of a complicated thing where the obviously Rocksteady and Bebop, we know those are bad guys. They've been bad guys forever. And by the end of the movie, like, most of the mutants are just indifferent or good guys. Like, they don't really want to kill everybody, which is a good thing.
Yeah. And then again, spoilers. If you've watched to the end, I think they're gonna play on that for the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe like Shudder's gonna gather them up and like remake them evil. remake.
Aw.
Yeah,
That
that's
guy.
gonna. Yeah, because they all live together. By the end of the movie, spoiler alert, they all live together. The mutants that are still alive and the Ninja Turtles all just like become a weird mutant cohesive
And how
family.
the other mutant came to be is the main doctor guy that like invented the ooze. Those were his first experiments, and the Fly, Superfly, he saved them, and they all got ooze on them, and that's how they became mutants too.
Yeah.
But isn't it funny that they're all like 15 though? Well, I guess not. Okay.
No.
So I think it was a good idea how they explained the ooze thing in there for younger
Oh
kids.
yeah.
Because it's a confusing concept, ooze. Like, why is Splinter old, but the turtles are teenagers? I think they did a good job. Like, explain that. And they had Splinter explain it, which is even funnier.
Yeah. If
And,
you're
like,
old.
I was old when I got the ooze on me, and they were young when they got
That
the
was
ooze.
nice.
So
I was
I
like,
didn't know any of it.
turned into a mutant, and they're young when they turned into mutants.
I was
like,
duh.
that makes sense.
But to a kid, like, that explains a lot.
I know. I've never. This is the most explainy Ninja Turtles that actually tries to explain some lore. The rest of them don't. You just gotta take.
I mean,
take
Secret
a
of the
piss.
Ooze did pretty well.
Oh, that's true. That's so old now. It is. It's been a long time.
I've
been a
never
long
seen any
time.
of them, so this was my first.
That's when they were wearing suits.
I would just put the kid in front of the TV and be like, "Here, watch this," and then walk away and get done stuff.
I really wish I knew the origin of how and why I got into it. I don't know why or how I got into it, but I did.
Yeah.
And I was young. I was like 5,
Yeah.
4,
Because
5.
Ninja Turtles were just cool. It was just like a part of like
But
80s and 90s
at that
thing.
point, there wasn't really, oh, I can switch to this channel
that's
and
true.
watch this. So who decided, oh, she's going to like these weird Ninja Turtle things? Let's put this in the VHS and have her watch it.
Also,
See if she enjoys it. Like, who did that?
also
Put me here.
your dad would also have you watch Beavis and Butthead
Yeah,
quite
Ren and
often.
Stimpy. And Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll have
Could have
to
been my dad.
double check on that, but yeah.
I came across a picture a while ago, and it was of me during Easter time. And, you know, as a kid in this family, we go hard on Easter. And so I had my Easter basket, and it's not just Easter baskets, it's like toys too. And so I had to have been 6 or 5. But I was sitting next to my Easter basket, and so I had my Easter basket. It was full of like crayons and pencils and coloring books and this. And then next to it, Ninja Turtle truck. Ninja Turtle action figure. Ninja Turtle this. I was like, I'm 30. I really have not changed.
You're like, I wish I would have kept those.
Yeah.
Where are they?
Oh man.
It was
That
just
would be
funny because
cool.
it was like art supplies and then like Ninja Turtles.
That's
like,
cute.
That's literally me.
That's so cute. I remember the girls, they loved Ninja Turtles for whatever reason, like she said. And so there was 3 little girls, and they all picked a boy Ninja Turtle that they liked. And I was like, well, I don't know who picked the red one, but I want the red one. And they were like, oh, good, nobody wants him anyways. So I was like, he's... they were like, Raphael. I said, I'm gonna call him Rafa. He's Rafa. So I'd be like, oh, how's my boyfriend Raphael? And oh, he's my boyfriend. He's my boyfriend. Little did I know he was such a badass, but you know, I guess
Okay.
so. He's my boyfriend.
You
So
like the bad boys.
he was my boy. Yeah. So
He's a little bit of a rebel.
That they gave him. So it went from Ninja Turtles to now BTS boys that I have to pick which one I want. And I, without knowing anything, I picked the one, and they're like, oh, good. He's the president. You want that one. I'm like, how did I know? I had no clue that I picked the president of the group. I'm like,
of the fandom of the
yes.
universe.
I'm like, I had no clue. But they've been having me pick these.
I don't know why
characters.
I picked Leo. I know during the shows, the classic shows, when they were still in their suits, the girl Ninja Turtle came out, and she was also blue. We're not going to
She was
talk
a light
about.
blue.
We're not going to talk about how not great the show was because I liked it. Okay, it's
You know what?
nostalgia. It's
Okay,
nostalgia.
I didn't remember that the show looked that bad until I seen it on YouTube like 2 years ago.
Maybe YouTube doesn't help either.
Right.
You know what?
They can't get the bestest.
Right.
You know what it
quality
is
of the
too
VHS or
is
DVD.
the TVs look worse, so you didn't notice as
Yeah.
much. Now it's like in crystal clear HD. You can see their eyes just fucking going crazy. Like there were in the movies they had like these cool like basically like rubber outfits, and that's how they made them like look real. They did a TV show during like Fox Kids.
Yeah, the same style.
Yeah, the same kind of style. It's kind of a continuation, but they were just made out of like cotton.
Oh wow!
Like it was. Oh man,
it wasn't the best. But like I said, we're not gonna go into how bad it was because it's nostalgia for me, and the fact that there was a girl one made my little girl heart happy. I wasn't mad that they were just boy turtles. Like I wasn't mad at that, but the fact that I was so into the world of Ninja Turtles, and then the girl one came, I was like, what? I was like, is there gonna be more? But there never was. So it's just her.
No.
But she was light blue, and because Leo was my favorite, I was like, yes.
So I have two questions. One is do you think that's how you started liking blue? Because you've always liked that.
Probably. Yeah, I'm very much like a blue person. Like I love the color blue. Mm-hmm. I always have. Mm-hmm. Maybe, huh? And then the other thing is when you guys talked about like the way they look and stuff like that, Nathan, I'm talking to you as well. In the beginning of the movie, I don't know what part it was, but they did a shoot, and when they did, their eyes were like not moving, and they looked real like plasticky and animated weird, and I'm like, oh no, I hope we don't have to go through this whole thing with their faces looking like they're not moving. That's how the cartoons look, like the early 2010
the comic
cartoons,
books
that's how
look
they look,
closer to that too.
And I don't like that style.
Yes, and I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna have to really fake this. And then they changed it up.
It's so nostalgic. I love it.
It's such a small file. I can't make it.
The bike that Raffi rode in that series, I had the bike too.
Jeez, you got all the toys. I was so broke. We never got any of the toys.
Yeah, I had the bike and I had the Jeep. And then the Jeep shot out pods.
Jeez.
Pegs, pods.
I can't make these any bigger. They're all like really shitty.
Okay, just tell me what it's called and I'll look it up.
A Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation. It's.
Ah, the shoe.
Yeah, that's it.
Kenobi, I think. I forgot her name. I think it's Kenobi.
Here, look. You can look on here.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, gotcha.
Look at her.
Which one's the girl?
This one's the girl. Aww. She has boobs. Look.
Yeah, she really has turtle boobs.
Wow.
And look, they're masked. Go under their chin.
Yeah.
When you're a 90s kid, though, that shit was awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just going back now.
I don't care how bad it looks. I don't care. It's nostalgia for me.
You know, a lot of
they made him so buff in that one too. For what?
Everyone. There's some adults that care like way too much about cartoons, and like that thing. Like Ninja Turtle fans get so crazy about. They're like, and they made a girl that doesn't make any sense. She had psychic powers. That's because it's just like teenage. What is it? Sabrina the Teenage Witch was big. Like they just used to mix everything into everything.
They were trying something, and unfortunately, it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work. That one didn't work. It was fun though.
And they had while it was there, it made my little Ninja Turtle girl happy.
They had an episode where they crossed with Power Rangers in space.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
That one was
cool. That was And now they have there's the ongoing comic book series with Power Rangers. They've done like 2 crossover comic story arcs with Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles, and one of them the Ninja Turtles get the power suits, and then in the second one the Power Rangers mutate into their it's like their dino forms, but they're Power Rangers, but they mutate. It's ridiculous, but it's really good. It's stupid good, but anyways, the movie. It's great. It's 2 thumbs up. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. The only thing that was like great, like that got where I was like, this is wild, was the last 5 minutes of it. I was like, where it turned into a Godzilla movie.
Oh yeah.
That shit was wild.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, the movie's over. They stopped him. No.
It wasn't over.
And I just hope all the there was no animals hurt in the making of that final scene.
Oh, I know. There's so many animals.
Remember the horses were all on his leg, and then when they broke his leg, the horses ran away.
They had to rap on his face like that.
So hopefully those weren't hurt.
I'm sure they
whale.
weren't. I'm sure they're fine.
And I'm excited for them to make another movie. There's no movies being made right now, but when they start making movies again.
I was honestly scared for the animation because it doesn't always tend to go well when you do like a classic like that as an animation. So
I'm happy that
it was
Into the Spider-Verse exists, because since that movie came out, people are like, companies have been like shaking up how they do animation, because everything was basically Pixar and DreamWorks, and everything was cloned to look like that. And when that movie came out, like after that, I've only watched parts of it, but the newest Puss in Boots has like when he fights, that animation is all different. It's like really chaotic. It does like the frame drop like Spider-Man does.
Oh, okay.
And but this one too, you could tell they just like went balls to the wall. Like, let's just try everything. Mm-hmm. And I think it's like it's just a more interesting visual. If you're gonna have this crazy spectacle, I'm gonna spend $20 to go watch. Make it a spectacle.
Animated or not, make it good. And then also too, can we talk about the subtle BTS hints in there?
Oh.
And how my worlds always collide. It doesn't matter.
They literally.
Because they were singing the song.
In my life, my worlds
That's not the only thing.
It's not the only thing.
Oh, it wasn't?
It was Pentatonics and Backstreet Boys. It was Backstreet Boys and BTS. It was Pentatonics and BTS. It was just so many other things. Like Pentatonics and Ninja Turtles. Pentatonics sang a song for the original live action Ninja Turtle.
What?
The newest one. They did a song for that. Like, yeah, my words will always like crisscross and applesauce.
There was one of the turtles had the ringtone was BTS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then when they were getting their nipples milked,
That was that.
and when they were getting their nipples milked, they were singing the Butter from BTS. And there was that too.
Aww.
That was such a great payoff. That was beautiful. The Cubans are gonna catch you and they'll milk you. I don't even have nipples.
Yeah.
What is that machine? Is that a milking machine?
Yeah.
It was so good, guys. You have to see it.
There's so many spoilers on here.
did
You
the
need to put
BTS
that on there.
We said spoilers
So-
at the beginning.
But even the shorts, if you make some, you have to
okay.
let them know.
But they did the BTS clip when they're singing it as a trailer, like coming soon, whatever. So not only was I already stoked because there was a Ninja Turtle movie coming, but then that trailer came out and my brother
That's
actually
just-
sent it to me. He's like, "Sisters, look," and then I watched it and my mouth was like,
You're just
I couldn't
over.
even speak. I was like, I need to share this everywhere.
That's
Like,
just
I
smart
shared it
marketing,
everywhere.
because
Yeah.
it's like, well, why don't we just try to get the 1 billion BTS fans to come watch this movie?
Well, I was already part of it, so you didn't really have to try hard with me.
Yeah, he was your first man.
Mhm.
So.
They're together in the car.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. And then, fun fact, I drive a blue, SUV, and I named him Leo. So.
Exactly. Oh,
And
I
I don't know
like.
if you guys noticed, but
Go
the
ahead.
top, the racks on the top of my car, they look like his katanas.
You should just put big fake katanas on there.
Right?
Cool.
She's like,
Good
ooh,
idea.
Amazon.
Huge katana. For
Just,
car.
just cardboard and aluminum foil.
And I don't want to hear him.
Oh, she
Tie 'em down.
knows how to do the things with the duct tape. She could probably
yeah.
do that.
Oh, yeah. I haven't done duct tape stuff in so long.
She needs like her own show about just doing
Project.
crazy projects.
I thought of a part I like. When they are trying to put their name on the list for the talent show.
Yeah.
Leo Nardo, Mr. Nardo. So I was looking through some stuff and I saw that name on a list of stuff that I was looking through in a magazine, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how must this person feel? I don't
What
know
was
the
he
person
trying to
thinking
say?
about that.
We'll watch that movie.
What was he saying? What was he trying to like correct it to? Because they're like Nardo.
Leon Ardo.
Yeah.
Leon Ardo is good too, guys, right? Yeah, sure.
Oh my god!
That
Now,
was
I feel
great.
like I gotta watch that movie again. That movie was really good.
You want to go right now?
No, I can't go right now.
Dang it.
It's already 9:30. We can't go for
Tuesdays.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're cheap over here at
I close
House of
tomorrow.
Wolf Podcasting. We like to go on Tuesdays and get $5 popcorn.
I mean, I guess
$5 a day.
I mean, I'm off at 8.
She's ready to go again. Slow down.
I mean, I'm off at 8.
When is it coming to streaming?
Legally or illegally?
Legally. Illegally is too. It's too much work. That I just don't want to.
It's like LimeWire.
I might download it. It might just be Soulja Boy songs.
Oh my god.
But back to that part.
Yeah.
That's such a good point. They don't have last names.
Yeah. Just have a really strong, like Cher or Madonna.
That's true.
I want them to have last names now. I feel bad.
Well, maybe they'll just take the last name of the people they're named
I was
after.
gonna say, what's the dad's last name?
He doesn't have
Rat.
either.
His name is just
Splinter
Rat.
Rat? His name is not Splinter Rat.
No, it's not.
Oh,
They don't have last
either?
names.
Well,
It's sad. It's so sad.
Maybe in the next one they will. Maybe in the next one, like
No, because watch, I want them to have a last name right now, and then they're gonna make them some stupid.
maybe they'll just
last
do
name.
Leonardo. Maybe they'll just have.
or Turtle.
Oh yeah, Leonardo
Michelangelo
Turtle.
Leonardo Turtle. I guess.
I mean, if they're in school, they had to have put something down as a last name.
They probably just did what they did.
I hope there's a time jump and they
Dono.
get to go to school
Wait,
for a
what's
little bit.
Donatello.
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 Michelangelo.
That's easy. My God.
Yeah, that
Michelangelo.
one's the easiest.
Raphael.
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 A.L.
A.L. A.L.
Splinter
That's
Rat.
hilarious.
Oh yeah, so the very end, Shredder's coming.
Yes.
He's some, I don't know, mercenary or something. He's coming. He's gonna whoop their ass. He's gonna beat them silly.
That's
He's
their
gonna
dad?
He's gonna take Bebop and Rocksteady and
No, he's just like their arch nemesis.
Oh, okay.
since the beginning.
And like in some of the renditions of it, he's like Splinter and him are counter.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've had like some type of beef already, and then the turtles come. Mostly he's just a big scared dude with knives. You know where he comes from? Because I watched like too much information. So the Ninja Turtles is created by like these two guys who made the comic, and actually in the comic book is black and white. But then when they first put it into color, they all actually just have red bandanas. But then when like they're making the show, they're like, we can't tell them apart. Even though they had different weapons. I don't even know if they all had specific weapons or not at that point. But anyways, so the guy, when they were one of the creators, when they were like trying to come up with a bad guy, he was like washing his cheese grater, and then like he looked at it, and it was like one of those ones with the where it was like two open things, and then like you would grate it, and it'd fall down, and like he put his arm through it, and he like looked at it, and he goes, "Man, that would be like that kind of looks kind of cool." And then he went and drew it out. So if you look at like original Shredder, the blades are like the cheese grater blades.
Oh, dang.
That's
crazy.
That's where it comes from.
That makes sense.
I thought you were gonna say he stuck his arm in there and he got stuck and he tried to pull it out.
Shredded.
Not that. Just
So
shredder. Just the shredder things on his arm. I was like,
well, not to be disappointing, but I have to tell you guys because eventually I'm like 95% sure it's gonna happen.
Oh no, I think I know what you're gonna say.
you're gonna change
You
your
wanna
name
guess?
Please
to
don't
Amber
tell me
Ardo.
You're gonna get another.
Tattoo.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the bandana around your face.
Yeah, how'd you know?
You're gonna get
It's gonna be blue.
Leo on your over your eyebrow.
You're gonna
Your
get
LA
you're gonna get a Ninja
calligraphy.
Turtle tramp stamp. a sewer thing tramp stamp.
Ooh,
Property in New York City.
that's unique. That's unique right there. I think you should do it.
And then like just to look it up. So if you bend over.
But I always have to wear my pants at a certain level, so they're always peeking out my pants. No,
True.
I'm gonna do masks, but they're gonna be like this small, and I'm thinking like the 4 right here.
Lord Jesus,
Like
please
the
be with
color.
us.
She's gonna have, in 20 years she's gonna have sleeves, but they're gonna be all of just tiny little things.
I'm I'm not.
I don't. It's okay. I'm not judging you. It is what it is.
I am.
I'm not. I think it'd be cute.
No.
It will.
I'm gonna get
See,
my
this is
hairline.
cute.
I'm gonna get my hairline tattooed in.
You're gonna look
That's
at.
not
Look.
gonna work because then when you want to like go bald for a minute, it's gonna just be that.
It's gonna. I'm gonna do it tribal on the back, like a straight line, tribal, and then I'll use it.
Tattoo waves in, so you always have clean waves.
Oh yeah.
You know, look like that guy at the stove that looks like he's wearing makeup.
Oh, there was a dude where he was wearing makeup. He was wearing makeup to make him look like a 5 o'clock shadow.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what you're gonna look
And
like.
I
But
think
on
he
your
had
head.
purple hair.
Forever.
No, I don't know. He just was a weird looking guy. You know, there's a lot of characters in Vegas.
Oh, you're in Vegas, yeah, for sure.
But we were there, so they probably think the same about us.
No, they
Like,
probably.
interesting
They're like-
characters.
These dumb.
No, they're
tourists.
probably like, wow, these are the most normalist people I've seen around here.
Yeah, they probably like look at them square bears.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What's
no.
so special about them?
They probably don't even stay at past 11.
That's when my day gets started.
They probably don't even like espresso martinis in cans.
I don't like espresso martinis either. So on the last podcast we just shot, I had an espresso martini. It wasn't
In a
even
can.
in a can, and it was a beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess it was a beer.
Really?
Yeah,
After
so
all
that's
that?
that's what it was. So I was like, why doesn't he like this? Because we've had we went to a fancy restaurant, and my brother bought me an espresso martini, and it was so good.
It was delicious.
It was so good. And so we saw these in a can, and we're like, oh, recreate the moment. We want this. Bragged about it. So we tried it tonight, and it was so gross. And
Yeah.
he tried to spruce it up. So gross. And then I was like, why isn't he like this? I look at it, I'm like, why does it say beer on here? That would justify why I hated it. But he likes beer, and he still said
It had a
tasted
weird aftertaste. Yeah,
So it wasn't actually, it was a beer martini.
Yeah.
It's a
That's even
beer.
weirder.
It was an
Espresso.
espresso martini flavored beer,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It had a weird flavor, weird taste to it.
I thought it was gin. That was the weird flavor because I don't really drink gin.
You blame Jen.
I did. Sorry, Jen.
Jade from BTS, we're not talking about you.
Disclaimer.
But go watch the movie.
Yeah, please.
Or you don't even have to now, but
Yeah.
no, just kidding. It's
No,
really cute.
still
It's
watch
a cute
the movie.
Support
It's a
it.
cute movie.
You don't get the animation when you hear us just talk about it.
She has pizza.
She has pizza on the brain. We had pizza today too.
Boinga.
Boinga.
Boinga?
Yeah.
What's Boinga?
Pizza.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know the origin of Boinga?
Is
Should we get into that
this
one?
a family thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, Jamie, my sister, she used to watch Backyardigans. And
Backyard again.
yeah, and then there was an episode where they go into space and they meet an alien. Well, the alien is played by Alicia Keys. Just FYI.
Does she come to Earth and marry somebody who is already married and ruins their career
And their marriage.
and their
No.
marriage? Oh, okay.
No. The Backyardigans go visit her, and the little kid is like out in outer space, so they rescue the little kid, if I remember correctly. And they're like, "Is this your kid bouncing around?" And the kid's just like boinga, 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 all around. And then she was like, "Oh," and then they're like, "What is he saying?" And then she's like, and then she breaks into a song as the Backyardigans
Oh, yeah,
do.
of course.
And then she explains that everything in their world is boinga. So, TV boinga, shirt boinga, this boinga. But Jamie was so into that show, that we would call everything boinga. And then my dad was like, "Come on, girls, let's go get some boinga." And we're like, "What the heck is boinga?" And he's like, "Come on, let's go." And he wouldn't tell us until we got there. And then we went to like a pizza buffet. We're like, "Pizza?" And he's like, "Yeah, boinga." And like after that, pizza's boinga.
Yeah.
We're like, it's not pizza anymore, it's boinga.
And that's all she ate
That's
for like
all-
10 years is
yeah, for
Boinga.
like 6 years of her life, that's all she ate was boinga. And chicken nugget.
Chicken nugget. Chicken nuggies.
Jesus
And arrow
Christ.
fries.
And
So-
daddy daycare rice.
Thank you for watching this Boinga.
Yeah.
Boinga.
This is a good
Boinga.
boinga.
We will try. This is a show I like doing. I always say that, but we never have time.
Yeah.
That's the problem. But I guess if we keep having to do these mini episodes of the other podcast, we could fit one of these in. But go watch the movie. CRUMBL Cookie. We're still doing the CRUMBL Bumble Cookie podcast. We're still doing the giveaway for the channel because we're above 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, everybody. So there's another week. And spoiler alert, if you made it this far in the podcast, only 3 people have commented. And we're giving away 4 cookies. So let the odds be in your favor.
Wait, is it 4 or 6? I forget.
4.
Oh.
We're giving out 4. We've only got 3 comments because, I don't know. A lot of people watch the thing, but no one's commented.
No one wants free cookies.
But come get your free cookie. There's a free cookie here for somebody. If you made it this far. You cannot. You can't win. You can't win. I can't win either.
Or me.
I'm going to make another email and then just make another comment and be like, hey guys, my favorite was the peanut butter banana. And you'll never know it's me.
That's true. We feel like this one.
Like the chocolatiest one was my favorite. Yeah. For sure.
I love cookie. And I'll make that the winner. All right. So thank you guys. We'll see you guys the next time we do this. Adios.